James Harden's off-court lifestyle has been one of the most debated aspects of his career, often overshadowing his brilliance on the basketball court. While his scoring ability and offensive genius made him a superstar, his nightlife habits became a constant talking point in the media. For many fans and critics, Harden's image extended far beyond basketball arenas.
Don't you open up that window?
Hey, this anymore.
Nike is cool.
Yeah.
Adidas about to be amazing.
Yeah.
Swag!
What was the whole beef about? Why was there? All right.
This contrast between elite performance and controversial lifestyle set the tone for years of discussion around his professionalism. During his peak years with the Houston Rockets, stories about Harden's frequent visits to strip clubs became almost inseparable from his public persona. Photos, reports, and anecdotes circulated widely, turning his nightlife into a running joke and a serious criticism at the same time. Opposing fans used it as ammunition, while analysts questioned whether such habits were sustainable for a franchise leader. Harden's name slowly became associated with excess as much as excellence. Critics often argued that Harden's partying raised concerns about his commitment, especially during crucial stretches of the season. The criticism intensified during playoff runs when Houston repeatedly fell short of championship expectations. Every poor performance or elimination fueled the narrative that Harden's focus was divided. Fair or not, the lifestyle discussion became a convenient explanation for postseason disappointments. Former players and media personalities openly debated whether Harden's habits affected team chemistry and leadership. Some claimed younger teammates followed his example, while others believed it created a culture lacking discipline. These discussions were amplified by the Rockets' failure to reach the NBA Finals. Despite having MVP-caliber talent, Harden's personal choices were placed under a microscope unlike most stars of his era. Harden himself consistently pushed back against these accusations, insisting that his off-court life had no impact on his on-court performance. He pointed to his durability, minutes played, and statistical dominance as proof. In his view, criticism was rooted in perception rather than facts. Harden maintained that he trained hard, prepared seriously, and delivered results night after night. Supporters defended Harden by highlighting that many elite athletes enjoy nightlife without it affecting their careers. They argued that Harden's workload and availability contradicted claims of laziness or lack of focus. To them, the criticism reflected double standards and outdated views on how modern athletes should live. Harden's production, they said, spoke louder than rumors. Still, the strip club narrative followed Harden wherever he went, becoming part of his legacy discussion. Even as teams changed and roles evolved, the questions about professionalism never fully disappeared. This controversy didn't define his talent, but it shaped how the public viewed him. For better or worse, James Harden's lifestyle became a chapter of his story that basketball fans continue to debate. James Harden's time with the Philadelphia 76ers took a dramatic turn in 2023 due to a public contract dispute. What began as internal frustration quickly became a league-wide controversy. Harden felt betrayed by promises he believed were made behind closed doors. The situation exposed cracks in the relationship between star players and front offices. The core of the issue centered on Harden's expectation of a long-term contract extension. He believed the organization, particularly President Daryl Morey, had committed to rewarding his sacrifice. When that extension did not materialize, Harden felt misled. The disappointment soon turned into open anger. The controversy exploded when Harden spoke during a public event in China, in front of cameras and fans. He directly called Daryl Morey a liar. The blunt statement instantly went viral across social media. It shocked the NBA world due to its rarity and severity. This public accusation placed the 76ers in an uncomfortable spotlight. Front office credibility was questioned, and the team faced intense media pressure. The franchise struggled to control the narrative. The situation damaged trust between management and players. The NBA soon launched an investigation into the matter. The league wanted to determine whether any illegal contract promises were made. This added another layer of seriousness to the dispute. Harden's comments now carry potential consequences beyond public opinion. Harden's public image took a significant hit during this period. Some fans viewed his actions as unprofessional. Others believed he was bravely exposing the realities of NBA negotiations. The divide in opinion became deeply polarized. Teammates and coaches were placed in an awkward position. Questions about locker room chemistry became unavoidable. The focus shifted away from basketball and onto off-court drama. Team momentum suffered as uncertainty grew. For Harden, the incident reinforced an existing reputation for conflict. Critics tied this dispute to his previous exits from teams. Supporters argued he was standing up for himself. The debate further complicated his legacy. Ultimately, the 76ers contract dispute became one of the most controversial chapters of Harden's career. It highlighted the fragile relationship between stars and executives. Trust, once broken publicly, proved difficult to repair. The episode remains a cautionary tale in modern NBA dynamics. James Harden's time with the Brooklyn Nets was supposed to define a new era of NBA dominance. Alongside Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the trio was labeled unstoppable. Expectations were sky high, and fans believed championships were inevitable. Instead, the experiment quickly unraveled into frustration and disappointment. One of Harden's biggest issues was constant instability. Injuries kept Durant in and out of the lineup. The team never developed consistent chemistry. Harden was often asked to carry the offense alone. What looked powerful on paper rarely translated on the court. Kyrie Irving's vaccine stance became a major turning point. His inability to play home games disrupted rotations and focus. Harden reportedly grew irritated by the uncertainty. He questioned whether the team was truly committed to winning. The situation created internal tension. Harden himself was not at full strength. He played through a lingering hamstring injury. His explosiveness was clearly reduced. Despite this, he was expected to perform at an elite level. The pressure added to his frustration as losses mounted. Harden's body language became a talking point. Fans noticed his disengagement. Critics claimed his effort declined in key moments. Rumors of unhappiness began to spread across the league. Eventually, Harden requested another trade. This decision shocked many supporters. It was his second trade demand in just over a year. The move raised serious questions about his leadership. When Harden was traded to Philadelphia, backlash followed immediately. Critics labeled him a quitter. They argued he runs when situations get difficult. His reputation took another hit. Supporters defended Harden's decision. They argued the Nets' chaos made success impossible. Injuries and off-court drama weakened the team's foundation. From this view, Harden chose stability over dysfunction. The Brooklyn Nets fallout became a defining controversy in Harden's career. It symbolized broken superteam dreams. Trust between stars and franchises was again tested. The episode continues to shape how Harden is viewed today.